What is up, Wolfpack? Today is going to be part 2 of my backup truck loadout. If you haven't seen part 1, I'm going to leave that in the card up top. That way you can watch part 1 where we have all of the stuff laid out here. I have haphazardly thrown everything in this box, but we're going to lay it out in a methodical fashion so that way when it's stacked back into the box, we can access the most frequently used items very quickly, very easily. In addition to that, for those that know, we're going to be doing a giveaway once we hit 10,000 subscribers. We're going to be giving away over $500 worth of goodies, including an SC4, as well as everything that's in my ultralight bug out kit video. I'll also put up top. In order to enter it, all you got to do is 2 things: subscribe, leave a comment, and you're instantly entered. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, we will be announcing the winner. We've already given away a bunch of SC4s. Looking forward to that really monster big giveaway. All right, so the way we're going to be working on this is we're going to be trying to stage all of the gear that is currently in this decked truck system in a way that when we put things back, we're going to be putting them back in the order of most frequent up top and least frequent at the bottom. And I have a feeling it's not all going to fit in this one decked truck system. And so we'll figure out a way to make sure that maybe we'll need 2 of them, but we'll figure that out as we go through this. And so in terms of the things that are probably not going to be used that often, it'll probably start with the shelter kit. If for whatever reason I'm having to pull out my shelter kit from my truck, things have gone seriously wrong. And so the likelihood that I'm going to be needing to use my shelter kit is probably pretty low. And so we're going to put this off to the side because the likelihood that we're going to be using it is not that frequent. And so that includes these contractor grade trash bags. So we'll put that aside underneath over here. That includes some of these tent stakes. We'll put that aside. In the original video, I didn't include this, but this is something that I'll be putting in my truck as well, which is the Sea to Summit blow-up pillow, as well as the air mattress. And I'll be putting that as part of my shelter kit. There's been multiple times where I haven't necessarily needed to, but like I will blow this up and sleep in the back seat of my truck. And so why not? Let's keep all of that stuff over there. I think that's the majority of the shelter kit. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually pull this off of this table just because the likelihood I'm going to be needing this is pretty infrequent. And so I'll be putting this as a low priority item in my truck. And so let me move this to the side. That way it doesn't take up valuable real estate on our table. So this is a visor kit, and so I'll be putting my most frequently used items up here. And what that'll allow us to do is just be able to quickly grab things that we're going to need, and that includes that Kershaw knife that I talked about. Love this thing. It's got the seatbelt cutter, it's got the glass breaker, and Kershaw makes some of the best flipper knives out there. I think this thing is like a little bit more than $20. Everyone should have one of these. You can see I've also got a Kershaw knife here. I'll be swapping this one out, and I'll be leaving this one, and so we'll just put that over here. And so this will be the stuff that is more frequently used. You can see I've already got a paracord bracelet, but let's use some of the cordage, and we can put some of the cordage over here. That stuff also probably less frequently used, just because it's pretty rare that I'm going to be pulling this stuff out. Now this is actually used very frequently. Bug spray. You know, we're in Texas. Got a lot of mosquitoes, and so we'll be putting this over here, as well as sunscreen. You know, sometimes you just pull up to a park, you know, for a workout, and you just want to give yourself a quick spray, or you walk the green belt, spray yourself, and you'll be ready to go. Let's see what else we got here. This Shama, we'll put that over here, probably less frequently used. This one, probably more frequently used, you know, just a quick wipe towel. This, less frequently used. So we'll be putting this over here. Same with the Grail water system. So let me just put this over here. The Grail water system, probably less frequently used, and so we'll be putting this over here as well. Same with this. This is the survival bivvy. I'm going to be putting this with the shelter kit, so I'll be putting this over here as well. Less frequently used. Texas map. I mean, the likelihood that the grid is going to go down and that my phone is no longer going to be used, probably less frequently used. And so I'll be putting that over here. Med kit. While hopefully less frequently used, you also want to be able to access it very quickly. And so I'll be putting this closer to up top so that way I can grab it pretty easily. Same with the solar kit, the solar battery bank, as well as the charger. I mean, the amount of times that you're sitting there with 12% battery and you're just like, you know what, I need to grab something real quick. I'm going to put this closer to the top. This is just a standard container. Probably not going to need this as frequently. I'll actually put this closer to the shelter kit. Well, let's put it next to the water stuff. We'll just consider that one of the containers. Gloves, very frequently. I mean, even if it's just grabbing the your garbage cans and it's covered in cobwebs, just being able to throw this on. This is very frequently used, probably one of the most frequent things that I use, and so I'll be putting this up top. Some of the blades, I think it's going to be frequently used to have a single blade. I mean, we do have the ones up here, but it's always nice to have a fixed blade. So I'll probably, I think between the 3 blades that I have here, which one would I probably most likely to use? Probably, I mean, we talked about the Gerber LMF. The Baco Laplander, definitely not going to be using that often. I mean, the likelihood that I'm going to be chopping down some trees, pretty unlikely. So this is a tough one between the Gerber LMF and the Mora. They're both so good. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the Mora just because it's smaller and it'll be easier to hide at the top. And so I'll put that up top, you know, just to have a quick blade that I can use. I've also got a Leatherman that's right by the truck bed, and so probably gonna end up using that. Masks, I'll probably put this with the med kit just so that it's not floating around everywhere. So I'll just keep this in here so that way I'm not needing to search for anything that's first aid or PPE related. So I'll just keep that all in here, and it's in a nice compact setup. Let's see what else we got here. Some aqua tabs and emergency water. I'll put that with the water kit as well. Same with the calories. This is probably not, I mean, it's more likely I'm going to swing by Chick-fil-A or a gas station to grab snacks than I'm going to be pulling out my MRE bars. So we'll put that over there. Let's see here. Underwear, less frequent, hopefully, you know, unless you got some doo-doo accidents. But let's hope that's infrequent. These as well as the sunglasses. So we talked about these. So these are probably going to be similar. We're probably not going to use these as often. They're just backups. Cash. I mean, this is emergency cash. You also don't want to be like searching for it. So definitely closer to more frequent. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to leave this up here and I'm just going to stick it behind. That way I know it's there, it's available, but it's not going to be hidden and tough to find amongst all of this stuff. The flashlight, it's a good question. I do have a headlamp right behind my my truck bed, but it doesn't hurt to have this somewhere. Well, I do have 2 of these, right? So I've got the mag light. So the mag light is probably going to be my primary. So I'll keep that up top, and then this one I'll probably stuff a little further down. Same thing with this. This is more of a shelter kit. I'm gonna put this with the rest of the shelter stuff. Duct tape. Duct tape's so useful. You use it for everything. So I'll put that in more frequent. Bowfang radio. Hopefully not needing to use this, and so we'll put that with the less frequent stuff. Wet wipes, more frequent. We'll put that with the med stuff. Let's see the fire kit. Hopefully this isn't frequent. Hopefully you're not needing to create a hobo fire on the side of the road. So we can put that with the knives. Keep that over here. We already talked about the sneakers. Sneakers I'm going to keep with the shelter. I mean, the likelihood I'm going to need to whip these out, it's going to be pretty infrequent. So we'll keep those over here. The Skeletal, yeah, we talked about this, the blades. So we'll put that in more frequent. This stuff is just so useful. It's always great. Wet wipes, this toilet paper, also similar to the underwear. Let's hope we're not using that. Hand warmers, put that with the med stuff, as well as the floss. I'll stick that in the Ziploc bag once complete, and then the compasses. We'll put that with the maps. Keep those separate. Keep those together, so that way we're not losing them. Oh, make sure we're not losing our box. The towel, so this towel, we're gonna actually not keep this in the box. I'm gonna keep this in the back seat of the truck, so that way we're able to use it and grab it. And then what's left in here is the REI stuff sack that we've talked about in the past. This one, definitely less frequent, probably only going to be pulling this out when needed, and so we'll put this to the side. And then the last thing is a backup belt, so similar to the underwear, hopefully not needing to use that if for whatever reason. And so we'll put that there. And so with that, what we're going to do is we're going to start with the less frequent stuff, have that lining the bottom of this tote, and then that way we'll be able to put all of the more frequent stuff up top. And so let's start with some of the water gear. Just start putting this stuff in here and just try to fill some of these nooks and crannies. So I'll put this up top. See if we can get this here. Let's get some weight in the bottom. Put this in the water on the side. Let's get the Baco Laplander down there. Same with the Gerber LMF. Now most of these things are small, so they're just going to be fitting in the nooks and crannies. They don't really stage very well. And like we mentioned in the last video, this is all my backup gear. So it's stuff I don't really care about. It's stuff that is not my primary. And what we're really trying to do with these decked boxes is prevent myself from borrowing or stealing this gear from my main bug out bag, my main get home bag. And so this is, you know, I'd rather take from this and keep that other one intact than you know, need it and not have it. So I'll just keep this all this stuff over here. Let's see here, put this down here. Get some calories. Put the map somewhere safe where it doesn't get torn up. Let's see here. Put this on the side. Put the compasses down below. Get the rope going. Put the flashlight down here. So you can see here, I mean, this is coming together pretty nicely, and we haven't even gotten to a lot of the more frequently used items. And so now that we're getting to the more frequently used items, put this up top. We'll be able to put this up top, being more frequently used. Put some of the hand sanitizer. Same with the sunscreen. Let's put the med kit over here. Let's throw the floss in there as well. We've got the flashlight, we've got the knife, we've got the gloves, we've got the wipies, and we have the multi-tool. Let's find this a spot for this somewhere at the bottom. And then this will go in the front with the truck. And so you can see here with this whole setup, we've got everything nicely laid out. It's very easy to grab. We'll be able to grab our most frequently used items. It's well laid out. While it's busy, it's not like it's only one layer deep to be able to get to everything, you know. I'll be able to get my sunscreen. I'll be able to get my battery bank right there. Everything is well laid out. And so the reason being is I'm going to be using now my most frequently used items up top, and all of the stuff that I'm probably going to be using less of is going to be at the bottom. And so it's very easy. It's well staged. You're able to grab the multi-tools. You're able to grab the knives. You're able to grab the gloves and the duct tape, grab a wipey, grab your bug spray without needing to dig through and keep things very unorganized. And so with that, you're able to close this thing up, throw it in your deck drawer system, nice and easy, and you're ready to go. And so it's a solid system. Everything is in here. This will be the stuff that I'll borrow from or steal from and not need to worry about digging through my bug out bag. And so I'll be able to keep all of that stuff. And then in terms of my shelter kit and everything else, I will keep that stuff in a separate box just because it's bulky, it's heavy, and I have another one of these, and I'll just throw that even further back, and so that way I don't have to worry about it. Now, a lot of this stuff, remember, we're going to be giving away a lot of this stuff, including the SC4 and a lot of other fun stuff. And so once again, if you want to enter that contest, that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, leave a comment, and you're instantly entered. You'll be ready to go. So with that, hope y'all stay safe. Looking forward to hopefully sending out $500 worth of goodies. Thanks a lot, everyone. Cheers.